What's up, my beautiful people? Exile451 here with another daily dose of Reddit Hope and Happy, and today we're going back into r/GetDisciplined to talk about why, even though you know what you need to do to succeed, you struggle to do so. So, let's get to it. Our first post is from user InVainku. You know what to do, but why can't you do it? Here's something that changed my life. You already know what to do. You don't need to read more posts on r/discipline, articles on Business Insider, or whatever. You know that in order to become the person you want to be, you'll need hard work and consistency. That all you need to do is get rid of your bad habits and start doing the positive stuff. You tell yourself every night that the next day will be the day you will truly change, that it's time to get serious. But we all know what happens next. You wake up tired, not feeling like it, telling yourself lies like, I'll do it tomorrow. It's like a never-ending cycle of being motivated and unmotivated, time and time again. You feel frustration because you really want to put out the work, but you just can't freaking do it. So you consume new information over and over again, looking for that magic pill that will change your life. You consume info day in and day out, hoping that next book or article will be the one to change your life. But deep down, you know that's bullcrap. You know what to do already. Some of you guys feel that maybe you're not meant for success, that maybe your genes or other things outside of your control are the reasons you can't change. Maybe that's the way you're destined to be, you know? I used to be like that too, always avoiding to do the work and looking for secrets. This went on for years. I thought I would never change, until a mentor of mine suggested Eastern spirituality. I devoured everything about it, and after some time, book after book, video after video, I managed to change. I was able to become more disciplined than ever before. I was able to develop a work ethic that allowed me to blow my business competitors out of the water and work out 6 times a week without fail. I became a machine. I can truly say that learning about Eastern spirituality changed my freaking life and allowed me to do crap I never thought was possible. I really want to help some of you guys out because I know how it freaking sucks to dream about a better life, but being unable to take significant action. I'll give my suggestion of books to read and give you a daily exercise I've taken from Eastern spirituality that changed my life. Here's the exercise. Observe yourself third person. Make a constant effort to observe what is going on inside you throughout the day. Witness your thoughts and emotions. Don't get swept along by them. Whatever you're doing and/or feeling, narrate it in third person and be as objective as you can. If you know you should be doing X, but the thoughts inside your brain are telling you to take a break, go slack off or read junk information. Observe these thoughts. The key is not to judge, but to simply observe your thoughts and emotions. If you want to do X, but you're scared of what someone else will think, observe these thoughts and feelings. Don't judge or beat yourself up. That doesn't do you any good. Just observe and witness the inner turmoil. It doesn't matter if you're thinking or feeling good or bad stuff. What matters is you strengthen your awareness. It's like a muscle. Most of us approach life from the first person. Whatever we think or feel, we become. But by simply observing what you think or feel, you create a little bit of separation. This little bit of separation is all you need to take charge of your life and transform like you never thought possible. You just need to observe and get good at it. Once you get good at creating separation from the first and third person, also known as awareness, you can then treat yourself as a video game character. Simply give instructions to yourself from that third person. You'll be unstoppable. A great example of this type of awareness would be user Godspeed Metal's comment on that Anthony Bourdain Ask Reddit post. It's not exactly what Eastern spirituality recommends, but the right concept is there. Might get buried, but my dude in my head is literally Mr. Spock from Star Trek, and I don't avoid him. Hear me out. I discovered through therapy that I needed a mechanism for judgmentless and objective self-analysis, and Mr. Spock is that dude. He can see the most screwed up space crap ever and react calmly and objectively. Mr. Spock, the massive space blob has a 97.454% chance of consuming the ship and everyone inside within 4 to 7 minutes. Projections show it will be slow and painful. Kirk, and I apologize, I'm not good at William Shatner impressions. That's horrible. Spock. Yes, it is not ideal for our continued survival, but its actions are entirely within the nature of the space blob. So, whenever I get spun up on something in my head, I imagine a mini Spock in my head with a science terminal that can pull all data about me. Me, Spock, science report. Spock. Data shows that Godspeed Metal is 5.8 days from quitting smoking tobacco and is under great mental distress from the change of chemical intake. He isn't consciously aware of it, but he's attempting to make up an excuse to get gas on a half tank in order to create an opportunity to buy a pack of cigarettes. Me. Thank you, Spock. Sounds like I'm being dishonest with myself. I suck. Spock. I disagree. It's entirely within the nature of a nicotine addict to seek out a source of nicotine intake. This is neither good nor bad, just natural. Data also suggests that conscious awareness mitigates the chances of nicotine intake by 89.45%. You've yet to procure a nicotine source as well. Commendable. Just going through that mental exercise will help knock me out of a mental spun-up state, help sort out emotions, feelings, all that stuff, into a parsed, objective, and most importantly, non-judgmental way. Once your awareness muscles are high, you won't feel any discipline/motivation/willpower problems. You will feel like slacking off, being unmotivated, but you will not identify yourself to those feelings. You will simply order yourself what you know has to be done. Except for this, there's no other secret/method out there more effective. I've read a crap ton on this, trust me. Simply doing this every day has been enough to achieve anything I want to do. Give it a try. Also, as promised, for those willing to go inside the rabbit hole, here's a list of books that changed me. I have the link to the original post in the description. I'm not going to read all these books. TLDR, view yourself from the third person's view. Narrate your feelings/thoughts objectively on a daily basis. If you do it enough, you'll be able to control yourself like a video game character. Wow, that is an interesting take on things. I never really even considered that as an option of looking at myself from a third-person standpoint, like I was the guy with the controller. That's actually a really, really interesting thing to think about when it comes to controlling your own life. Frick. In all seriousness, OP, thanks for sharing this. I mean, honestly, it's given me a lot of really, really good ideas for myself, and I really think this can speak to others as well. You know, sometimes we do get caught up in our own headspace and make it impossible for ourselves to really kind of just push out beyond that because we do get so self-absorbed in our own fears and anxieties and everything else. But, you know, maybe this could work. I mean, I'm just thinking about it right now and I can really feel a different sense of motivation on myself and the work that I need to do today and, frankly, over the next few weeks. This has given me a lot to think about. So, again, I want to thank you and really hope that this speaks to someone else out there watching this. Wherever you're at, I really do wish you the best. Our next post is from user SadItch55. But first, if you've got your own stories of what works for you to help build discipline, go ahead and drop a comment. I love to hear from you guys when you do, and I promise, unless you're a bot, I will respond to you. Put in the work, even if the results do not show up in the short term. As I have noticed, a wide amount of people do not start a project or a journey because they are reluctant that they will not achieve results as immediately as they begin. Some people do not start going to the gym because they're not going to attain an impressive physique within 1 week of training. Others do not start to learn a foreign language because they are not going to be fluent in a month. In other words, people just see the end of the task. And when they cannot see the end of the task, they do not start. Why am I going to study if I am never going to learn? Why am I going to start training if I am never going to look like Arnold? I've seen people making statements like these. They are afraid to start because they think that they will never change the current situation of them. They don't start because, often, they think that they will never know what to do or how to do. But most successful people, like some inventors, did not have a manual of instruction before they engaged in a project. Instructions are going to be found as you go. The progress is the real award. The task execution should be the goal in itself. Just get it done. Well, short, succinct, but very poignant. Take the Nike/Shia LaBeouf approach. Just do it. Gosh, I can't believe I just referenced that. Man, that's a throwback. In all seriousness, though, I think this ties in with the first post extremely well, in that even if you don't see results in the short term, you need to get out of your own head and push yourself to be more productive. I mean, I know I've used my own channel as an example sometimes, and I kind of hate to do it because I feel a little conceited when I do so, and that's not my intent, but I mean, here's a perfect example. I could have stayed sitting around wondering if someone was going to do this project and thinking, maybe I could do that one day, and just never done it because ultimately at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know if this will work. It's probably going to fail anyways. Most YouTube channels do. Do I want to put in all the time and effort and money to make this succeed and try and compare myself to an endpoint where I may not be able to hit and get discouraged by that? But here we are a year later after I've started, and while it's nowhere near as big as I was hoping it would be, we're still chugging along. We're still going forward. Things are happening here, and hopefully we'll have more things happening soon. Sometimes it's as simple as just telling yourself it's time to do it. It's time to push yourself. It's time to move forward. It's time to try something new, and to not get stuck up on what you want the end result to be, but enjoy the progress you're making right at that time. So OP, thank you so much for sharing the post, and wherever you're at, I really do wish you the best. Our next post is any video you want in the Get Disciplined playlist here on the left, or if you want to see the video YouTube thinks would be right for you, go ahead and hit the button there on the right. Now you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you need to. I will see you all on Monday. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.